At a time when many of our community members are feeling isolated, it is perhaps those living in care facilities and seniors residents that unfortunately feel it the most. But there is a ray of sunshine on its way to a local care facility, thanks to a letter writing initiative that's spreading within communities around the country.
So I initially saw the idea from a friend who had posted. She lives in Alberta. Her daughter a few weeks ago was writing up cards for the residents at the care home that she worked for. And then a few days later, I saw it on the news on Global TV, and there was a bunch of youth doing it down in the States. So I kind of took that as a sign to get my own thing rolling. It is mostly kids, but basically what they're doing is they're writing cards and doing crafts and letters at their house, and then their parents or they are taking pictures of them and then emailing them to me, and then I'm sending them to Columbia View Lodge, and the lady there is going to print them off for all the residents. So I have 74 residents there. They're all getting taken care of. They're all going to have cards coming. When I first started it, I was just expecting, maybe like a little note sent in from each kid or person that's doing the program, but the letters have been amazing. So I think it will really touch all the residents at CVL.
We're all of a sudden in this era or time period where the residents are isolated from families, community, anybody who comes into the lodge all of a sudden is not there. So the only personal contact they have right now is with the hardworking care staff and, all of the people that are in the building. However, it is not what they're used to. It's much less. So some of them may feel abandoned or, just very lonely. And I think that receiving a letter like this with community support to let people know that they are thinking of them through this period of time, it will just mean the world to them. There's something for these people too about getting something physical, like a letter, a card, something like that, whatever it is we run off on the computer. I just think it's going to be fabulous, and we're going to see a lot of smiles. I think I'm going to also reap the benefits, because as I'm bringing these to residents and sitting with them, I'm the one who's going to get to see the reactions. How lucky am I to be involved in this?
Ideally, I would love if somebody else took over another care facility in the area, because we have quite a few of them. We have several more of them. Perhaps somebody who is personally touched by it themselves or has a family member in there and they'd like to get the ball rolling. It's not that much work, and I could sit down with them, or not physically sit down with them, but call them or shoot them a Facebook message and kind of tell them the process I did. I'd say total this probably took me maybe like 6 or 7 hours, and it's just ongoing. So, but it's fun, and it's really good to keep communicating with people, because we can't right now, so it gives me something to do.
There are ways, that we can actually bring some human contact and waves and smiles to people. We have some great courtyards at CVL, so you do not have to come in the visit or come in the facility to actually access them, and we do have some windows outside. If somebody is doing some artwork, some hearts, there's no reason that they can't contact me, and we can arrange some times. We can hang these hearts on the outside of the windows, or artwork, anything, just to let them know that we're thinking about them. Another good idea was if anybody had some bird feeders kicking around. Those are things we could bring in, hang outside their window. And, the rec staff can go out even with the residents, and we can feed the birds and do what we can just through this short period of time.
I think it's just important to have a purpose, and especially in times like these, we have most of us have a lot of spare time on our hands these days, so might as well just spend it wisely and help out where we can. So yeah, make somebody's day and put a smile on somebody's face.
If you're interested in starting a letter or a card writing campaign for a seniors facility in your area, and you're curious about how to get the ball rolling, you can reach out to Allison through Facebook. And as we all find ourselves becoming creative in how we now socialize with others within our community and beyond, one popular trend taking off around the globe and right here at home is the social distancing scavenger hunt.
my friend and I, Sarah, we were joking around about how, you know, this situation that's going on right now is going to cause for our kids to miss out on, you know, lots of activities. It's my daughter's birthday today. She's had to cancel everything, and they were going to miss out on Easter. So we joked around that we should just decorate some Easter eggs and put them in our windows, and we'd tell all our friends, and we could drive around like we do at Christmas and look at, you know, find the eggs. And it kind of slowly just turned into now hearts, and we created this group and invited our friends, and then it just grew. Like, I think we're almost at 2,000 people now. It's nuts. How it works is you can put whatever you feel like you want in your window, whether it's a heart or an Easter egg, or you can chalk up the street in front of your house. We've even gone around and done some local businesses and kind of spammed their buildings with hearts just for people to find. And then you can go out with your families, obviously sticking with the social distancing in your vehicles and driving around. My family and I went around the other night and just did the Sunningdale area, and we found 67 houses in one little area with hearts. So there's been lots of different things that people are painting their windows. There's been chalk. Some people are doing hearts. Some people are sticking with Easter eggs. We've seen people doing flowers. Businesses are getting involved. Yeah, there's been so much creativity involved. I'm really blown away by, you know, how many people have come out and have joined us in this. There's worldwide groups, and there's Canada groups, and so it's kind of nice to have our group just being this area where you can drive around and look at them.